They've found the life ring. They've found a fuel slick. They've found debris indicative of a crab boat going down.
Reality TV shows often ride on the thrill of real-life events to keep the viewers engaged, and there's hardly any other television show that has captured the thrills of dangerous living, as well as the TV show Deadliest Catch. The crew faces unbearable challenges as they fight against the wrath of nature in their quest to get their hands on the ultimate prize. But in the end, things don't always work out as planned, and things often go horribly wrong both on and off camera. Come with us as we take a look at the unfortunate fate of some of the cast members on Deadliest Catch. Being at sea comes with enormous danger and requires a certain skill set for anyone to be able to pull through the perilous terrain. But despite the great care and precaution taken by the crew members, there are bound to be occasions with unforeseen happenings, just like the near-death experience of Francis Katangan. On Deadliest Catch, Francis Katangan experienced a harrowing near-death incident aboard the fishing vessel Patricia Lee, highlighting the dangers of crab fishing. During a routine operation, Katangan was struck by a crab pot, a massive steel cage used to catch crabs. The impact caused severe injuries, creating an immediate life-threatening situation. The intensity of the accident required swift action, with both the captain and the show's producer rushing to his aid, showcasing the urgency and gravity of the situation. Katangan's injuries were severe enough to necessitate emergency medical attention that could not be provided on the ship. In a race against time, the crew coordinated an airlift evacuation, a daunting task given the challenging conditions. The incident occurred in the middle of a storm, further complicating the rescue efforts. Despite the adverse weather, which included high winds and rough seas, the decision was made to call in a medevac helicopter. The airlift was a dramatic and tense operation. The helicopter had to navigate through the storm to reach Patricia Lee, which was battling the rough Bering Sea. The crew worked tirelessly to stabilize Katangan and prepare him for the airlift for proper medical care. The helicopter finally arrived and successfully hoisted Katangan off the deck, transporting him to a medical facility for urgent care. Following Francis Katangan's severe injury, the captain of the fishing vessel, Patricia Lee, was compelled to find a replacement to continue the perilous crab fishing operations. Davin Davis was brought aboard to fill the critical role left vacant by Katangan. Determined to press on despite the recent tragedy, the crew resumed their work in the unforgiving Bering Sea. Unfortunately, Davis's time on the Patricia Lee proved to be equally perilous. During a particularly challenging fishing operation, Davis sustained a serious injury. He was found collapsed on the deck, having taken a blow to the head. The circumstances of the injury were alarming, as head injuries can lead to severe complications. The crew quickly realized the gravity of the situation and sprang into action to provide immediate medical attention. Just after Davis joined the crew, the captain had cautioned him and the rest of the crew, advising them to stay out of harm's way. However, the accident highlighted the continuous and unpredictable dangers that the crew faces on a daily basis. Despite the rigorous safety protocols and the crew's experience, the harsh environment of crab fishing leaves little room for error. Davis's injury was a stark reminder of this reality. In the wake of Davis's collapse, the crew once again had to address the immediate medical needs of an injured member while managing the demanding conditions at sea. However, in the following episodes, we got to see that Davis made a quick recovery and was back to continue what he had started. The succession of accidents served as a sobering illustration of the perils inherent in the profession, emphasizing the bravery and endurance required to face such challenges. There have also been some cases of fatalities, which have been directly or indirectly linked to the consequences of taking part in such a dangerous job. We have the story of Malen Reyes, a beloved deckhand on the reality TV series Deadliest Catch, who was known for his hard work and dedication to the perilous world of crab fishing. Born on August 18, 1981, Reyes became a fan favorite through his appearances on the show, where he worked on several fishing vessels, including the Seabrook and the Cape Caution. His commitment to the grueling and dangerous job of crab fishing in the Bering Sea earned him respect and admiration from both his peers and viewers. Tragically, Reyes's life took a devastating turn in late July 2020. On the morning of July 25th, he suffered a serious heart attack at his home in Whitefish, Montana. His family acted swiftly, rushing him to the nearest hospital, where he was immediately placed on life support. Despite the medical team's best efforts, Reyes's condition did not improve. After a few days of holding on to hope for a recovery, his family made the heart-wrenching decision to remove him from life support. Malen Reyes passed away on July 27, 2020, at the age of 38. The loss of Malen Reyes was felt deeply by his family, friends, and the Deadliest catch community. Though no one is sure of what triggered his heart attack, many believe that the constant stress from his expeditions might have contributed greatly. Reyes is remembered not only for his contributions to the show, but also for his spirit, determination, and the joy he brought to those around him. Just a few months after, the cast of Deadliest Catch was in for another shock that they never expected, which took another beloved crew member, Mcglashan. Mcglashan's career was marred by struggles with substance abuse. His addiction to alcohol and drugs led to a tumultuous period in his life, culminating in his being kicked off the show during the 13th season in 2017. This decision was made after his drug use became apparent, jeopardizing both his safety and the safety of his crewmates. Mcglashan was known for his resilience and hard-working nature. Born on August 1, 1987, Mcglashan appeared on the show for several seasons, working on the Cape Caution and the Summer Bay. He quickly became a fan favorite due to his deep-seated knowledge of crab fishing and his tenacity in the face of adversity. But his flaws got the best of him. Despite his addiction, Mcglashan publicly acknowledged his addiction issues and expressed a strong commitment to recovery. He sought treatment and appeared determined to turn his life around, sharing his journey with fans and advocating for sobriety. His openness about his struggles and his efforts to get clean resonated with many who admired his courage and vulnerability. Tragically, Mcglashan's battle with addiction had a heartbreaking end. On December 27, 2020, he was found dead in a hotel room in Nashville, Tennessee. He was just 33 years old. The cause of death was later revealed to be a drug overdose. Mcglashan's untimely death sent shockwaves through the Deadliest catch community, serving as a stark reminder of the devastating effects of addiction. Being aboard in Deadliest Catch comes with a lot of pressures and uncertainty, and being dependent on drugs might have been Nick's way of coping with the difficulties. Sadly, his story didn't have a pleasant end. As if this wasn't enough, the cast of Deadliest Catch was in for another shock just the following year. Todd Cuttin, who featured on Deadliest Catch, tragically lost his life in a harrowing incident aboard the fishing vessel Patricia Lee. On February 26, 2021, Cuttin was reportedly involved in an accident while handling fishing equipment, a common yet perilous aspect of crab fishing in the Bering Sea. The exact nature of the accident was initially unclear, but it was later confirmed by Discovery UK that Cuttin was struck by a crab pot, a heavy steel cage used to catch crabs, which led to his fatal injuries. Despite immediate efforts by his fellow crew members to provide first aid and summon emergency medical assistance, Cuttin succumbed to his injuries. The intensity and urgency of the situation were underscored by the crew's rapid response, yet tragically, their efforts could not save him. Discovery UK, the network behind Deadliest Catch, released a statement acknowledging the tragic loss and paying tribute to Cuttin's dedication and hard work. They described him as a passionate fisherman who was well respected by his peers and who had an enduring love for the sea. The statement also emphasized the tight-knit nature of the fishing community, noting how deeply the loss was felt among the crew and the wider Deadliest Catch family. The episode depicting the aftermath of the incident aired later, providing a somber and respectful tribute to Cuttin. It showcased the raw emotions and the impact of his loss on the crew, serving as a major reminder of the hazards faced by those in the fishing industry. The list continues to grow. Ross Jones, who worked on the saga, tragically passed away under circumstances that have been largely kept private out of respect for his partner and child. Jones first appeared on Deadliest Catch in 2015, joining the crew of the saga, a vessel known for its hard-working and resilient crew members. His arrival on the show marked him as a dedicated and reliable fisherman, quickly earning the respect of his crewmates and viewers alike. Sadly, Jones passed away in 2022. Jones's death was a profound loss for those who knew him, but specific details surrounding the incident have been kept confidential. This decision was made to protect the privacy and emotional well-being of his partner and child, ensuring they could grieve without the added pressure of public scrutiny. The show's producers and the crew respected this wish, honoring the family's request for privacy. In the wake of his passing, the captain of the saga, Jake Anderson, made a heartfelt tribute to Jones, reflecting on his character and contributions to the crew. Anderson described Jones as a hard-working and dependable individual who brought a positive attitude and unwavering dedication to his work. He highlighted Jones's sense of humor and camaraderie, which made him a beloved member of the crew. The tribute emphasized the deep bond shared among the crew members and the significant impact Jones had on those around him. Anderson's words served as a touching reminder of the close-knit nature of the Deadliest Catch community, where each member's presence and contributions are deeply valued. Ross Jones's legacy lives on through the memories and stories shared by his crewmates and the lasting impression he made on the show. His dedication to his work and his ability to bring light to even the most challenging situations are fondly remembered by those who had the privilege of working alongside him. Also, Malen Reyes hasn't been the only cast of Deadliest Catch to die of a heart attack. He shared a similar story with Nick Mavar, who passed in June this year. Nick Mavar, another seasoned deckhand on the Northwestern, one of the fishing vessels in Deadliest Catch, endured several harrowing injuries during his time on the show. In 2011, Mavar experienced a severe injury when he was knocked out by a heavy piece of equipment. This incident left him with a concussion and highlighted the immediate risks involved in the day-to-day operations aboard a crab fishing vessel. Luckily, he made a recovery and continued his career on the show. However, in 2020, Mavar faced another life-threatening situation when his appendix burst while at sea. The crew of the Northwestern, the boat he worked on, had to act quickly to get him medical attention. The emergency was a stark reminder of the limited medical facilities available on the vessel. After being rushed to a hospital, Mavar underwent surgery to remove the ruptured appendix. During the treatment, doctors discovered a cancerous tumor, leading to further medical intervention, which he thankfully came out of. But following these incidents, Mavar took legal action against the owners of the Northwestern, arguing that the vessel lacked adequate emergency response measures. His lawsuit brought attention to the critical need for better medical preparedness and protocols on fishing boats, sparking a conversation about crew safety in the high-risk fishing industry. Despite his resilience and determination to overcome these health challenges, Mavar's life was cut short by a heart attack in June of 2024. He passed away in a shipyard, a tragic end to his storied career on the Bering Sea. Mavar's death was a significant loss to the Deadliest Catch community, as he was remembered for his dedication and the bravery he displayed in the face of constant danger. Well, the challenges that these crab fishers face go well beyond battling the elements and the risks of sustaining injuries during expeditions. There are some other factors that could either make or mar their career. Take, for instance, the struggle that Captain Jake Anderson had to face in August of 2023. In August 2023, Captain Jake Anderson faced a significant crisis when he found himself without a boat to command. This predicament was a direct consequence of the severe restrictions placed on crab fishing between 2021 and 2023. The restrictions, implemented due to declining crab populations and conservation efforts, led to a drastic reduction in the number of vessels permitted to operate in the Bering Sea. These measures aimed to ensure the sustainability of the crab fisheries, but had a profound impact on the livelihoods of many fishermen, including Anderson. The restrictions severely limited the opportunities for crab fishing, causing many boats to be docked and leaving captains like Anderson in a challenging position. Without a boat, Anderson's career and income were at risk, placing immense pressure on him to find a solution. The situation was dire, as securing a spot on another vessel was highly competitive due to the reduced number of operational boats. Amidst this turmoil, Jason, a fellow fisherman, extended a lifeline to Anderson. Understanding the difficulties Anderson faced, Jason offered him a spot on his own boat. Though the two weren't exactly friends, the offer was a reflection of the spirit of support that characterizes the Deadliest Catch community. Jason's offer provided Anderson with a much-needed opportunity to continue working and maintain his presence in the industry during these challenging times. One other interesting story on how easily things can go wrong is the story of the beloved Cornelia Marie. Casey McManus faced a severe crisis in his fishing business following accusations of sexual assault leveled against Josh Harris, a prominent figure in the fishing industry and a close associate. The scandal cast a long shadow over his operations, threatening the integrity and future of his enterprise. Casey's journey into the fishing world had been a tale of perseverance and hard work. He acquired the Cornelia Marie from Jake Anderson and Josh Harris, two well-known captains on Deadliest Catch. This vessel held a storied legacy, originally belonging to the legendary Captain Phil Harris, Josh's father. After Phil's tragic passing in 2010, Josh and Jake took on the responsibility of maintaining the family tradition and keeping the boat operational. Over the years, they faced numerous challenges, but managed to uphold their father's legacy through grit and determination. When Jake and Josh decided to pass the boat on to Casey, it was seen as a continuation of that legacy. Casey had proven himself to be a capable and resilient fisherman, earning their trust and respect. The transition of the boat to his command symbolized a new chapter in the vessel's history, one that promised continued success and adventure on the Bering Sea. However, the peace and progress were shattered when allegations of sexual assault against Josh Harris emerged. These accusations not only tarnished Josh's reputation, but also had a profound impact on Casey's business. As the owner of a boat with such a close association with Josh, Casey found himself embroiled in the ensuing scandal. The public scrutiny and backlash were immediate and intense, affecting his ability to operate her fishing business effectively. The accusations led to significant disruptions. Contracts were canceled, as their contract with the show wasn't renewed, and partnerships were put on hold as clients and collaborators distanced themselves from the controversy. The negative publicity surrounding Josh Harris directly affected the perception of Casey's business, making it challenging to maintain operations and secure new opportunities. Casey faced an uphill battle to restore his business's reputation. He had to navigate the legal and social ramifications of the scandal while trying to keep his enterprise afloat. His immediate response included implementing stringent policies to ensure a safe and respectful working environment, aiming to reassure her crew and partners of her commitment to integrity and professionalism. But all these would prove abortive. Despite these efforts, the financial and emotional toll was immense. The scandal had a ripple effect, impacting not just the business but also Casey's personal and professional relationships. The stress and uncertainty took a heavy toll, yet Casey remained determined to clear his name and rebuild his business. Throughout this ordeal, Jake Anderson provided unwavering support. Understanding the complexities of the situation, he stood by Casey, offering both moral and practical assistance. Sadly, the controversy saw the exit of Cornelia Marie, and Casey took up a new job of pulling tugboats off-screen. Living life on the edge comes with significant challenges, and what you just saw is evidence of that. Do let us know of other thrilling moments from the show in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.